Hello, hello, hello. My little intro doesn't want to leave the screen, so let me see if there's anything else I can do to get rid of it. I'm able to manually unmute. Wow, full house tonight already. Cool. So, let me just see. Can you hear me? Ooh. What are you doing there, Duncan? This is crazy, guys. Oh, I haven't had this many technical difficulties in a long time. It's almost done, but it won't let me get to the end. Sorry, Sissy, we are having some technical difficulties, and if I stop everything, it will end the live. So just know we are really close to the end of the intro video, which is too bad because I've always had such good luck using the intro videos and I like them. So, ooh, Anne Marie, you just might be right. I muted because Duncan thought he was going to have a little barking fit. So, sorry about that. Says going live. We're getting close. Oh, it stalled again. 10 seconds left. Well, less than 10 seconds because I put it on double speed. Ooh, it's going again. Let's see if I show up. Yay! Oh, that's terrible. You guys missed out on some great healing. But we are going to get right to it. So I know a few of you have posted what you want to work on tonight, but as usual, we will start with a healing pulse. We're just going to be a little late. So think about where you want to receive the energy. Is it something physical? Then that's pretty easy because that's where you'll want to receive the energy. If it's something emotional, I want you to think about where you feel that emotional, or if it's anxiety, where do you feel the anxiety? So, for instance, like when I'm anxious, it's in the pit of my stomach. But I've got clients who they feel it. Sometimes their throat gets tight, their chest gets tight, they get all sweaty, their heart races. So, whatever you're working on, I want you to think about where you're feeling it. Now, if you don't have a particular location, I would suggest sending it to your heart and just imagine the energy radiating out. So next, I want you to rub your hands together and place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. And then imagine my hands on yours. So not only are you getting your own healing energies, but you're getting mine too. And so just breathe in that healing. Imagine with each breath in, it goes a little deeper, a little closer to the source of what's causing this. And with each breath, imagine a little bit of healing or a lot of healing. Wouldn't that be nice? A couple breaths in and you are cured. Yeah, I could bottle that, right? So just breathe that in. When you exhale, imagine you are also exhaling things that don't belong, things that are causing you not to heal, things that don't belong to you. And just be open and allowing. For those of you who experience deeper healing with breath work, we will do a little breath, a little breath exercise during the next healing pulse for those of you who want it. Okay, just a little more. I need to chill a little bit too. I need a healing pulse. Calming. Okay, that was our first healing pulse of the night. So welcome. I didn't do my typical intro. So I am Summer Avalon with Summer Avalon Healing Arts. And tonight's going to be a great night, despite the little odd start to things. So I know a few of you have written what you want to work on. And I also know that there are a number of you that experience some full moon things. So let me know if we should add some full moon work for those of you who experience not pleasant things with full moons. So I'm just going through the list. So Joanne, I've got you number 1 on the list. So Joanne wants to work on resentment. That is a good one to work on, Joanne. All right, so let's see who else. All right, so Anne Marie wants to work on physical energy and laziness. So Anne Marie, what if you're not lazy, but you're just low energy? They're not always hand in hand. So don't be too hard on yourself. I know there's a lot of people right now, myself included, that are having some ascension issues with energy. I will put it on the list and we'll muscle test what's going to be good for you. All right, so I'm just going through the list. So I've got Paula and Donna. Oops, there's Paula. Paula wants to work on being overwhelmed. Wonderful. Maybe I should have had some Irish whiskey, huh? But I'm not a whiskey gal. Okay, so then there's Sissy. So I'm getting closer. Dave, feel free to jump in if you want me to work on anything for you. I do appreciate your assistance too. Okay, I'm almost to the bottom. All right, so Valerie wants to focus on hips and joints. Wow, Valerie, that's a lot of miles. Valerie, hips joints. Okay. All right, so I've got 2 that need want full moon, so I will put that down. All right. Oh, and then I've got Dougie's. So there's Dexter. I did a video on Dexter today on pet healing. He made an appearance. Last Monday I did Duncan. See Duncan over here. So it was so funny. After the session, Dexter, he flipped over on the couch and wanted a tummy rub, and he doesn't always, that was sort of unique for him. So Sissy, I'm going to put you down for energy. Ooh, that's a good one, Dave. Connecting with higher self. Even more, yes. You know, I know why this happened. It's because Joan was going to be late. That's why. Hi, Joan. We're just getting started. We just did our full first healing pulse. Sissy, it might be your internet. Sometimes when it does that. All right, Joan, trusting the universe. So we're going to work on releasing and removing negative beliefs. And then we'll work on releasing and removing negative emotions. And then the best part, we will find some positive emotion to reinforce. And then amongst that, we will be adding a few healing pulses. And then at the end, we'll do an aura strengthening. And then I need to think about the full moon stuff. I can't remember what we've done in the past. Usually I do a little bit more research, but I totally sort of spaced it. So sorry about that. But I think we will be okay. All right, so Joanne, you are first. We are using negative beliefs. So let's see. All right, so Joanne, I am uninteresting. I don't believe that at all. But at some point you thought that. So let me get an age on that. 29, Joanne. So let's release that. And I did get that releases. All right, Anne Marie. We're going to work on what's preventing you from having more physical energy. I don't exist. I don't believe that either. All right, let's get an age on that. 16. I could see that at 16 for many of us. So let's release that. So that's removed. Paula is working on being overwhelmed. I'm assuming that's still a work situation that's, I'm hoping, getting better. And I hope this makes it a little easier for you too, Paula. Ooh, I am alone. Let's get an age on that. 18. Let's get rid of that. So that did release, and the void's been filled. Valerie, you were next. And I'm hoping the healing pulse helped, especially because that's really good for physical things. But let's see if there's something in the belief area that also contributed to that. I'm getting there is. Ooh, I am no good. Definitely not true. None of these are true. But at the time, there was a belief. So let's see what age that was for Valerie. 16. Tough age. So releasing that. Sissy wants more energy. So let's see what she has. I am a mistake. Let's see what age that is, because again, you are welcome, Valerie. You're welcome. Yes. Thank you for the feedback. 18, Sissy. So let's get rid of that. Select released. All right. Dave wants to work on connecting even more to his higher self. So let's see if there's a negative belief that is playing a role. I do get a yes, but just knowing Dave a little bit, I think it's probably a little negative belief, not a lot, but let's see. Ooh, I don't deserve anything. Let me get an age for that. That definitely isn't true. $19. So let's go ahead and get rid of that, Dave, because you've been carrying that around for a while. So I'm getting that released, and I've filled the voids with love, light, healing. All right, Joan, you are next. And if anybody has come in and isn't on the list, just put what you want to work on. All right, Sissy, so you had I am a mistake around 18. Yeah, so that's good we released it because you definitely don't want to be holding on to that. So Joan wants to work on trusting the universe. Ooh, I don't fit in anywhere. Let's get rid of that. That definitely doesn't help you with trust when you don't fit in. Let me get an age, Joan. And then we will do our next healing pulse. And then we'll jump right into negative emotions. 26, Joan. Let's release that. Interesting, Dave. I'm glad that resonated. It might come to you, Sissy. I mean, the good thing is when I ask if we need to know the specifics to release it, I get a no. Every once in a while I do get someone that we need to know more or you need to pinpoint things, but for a lot of this, we don't need to know exactly. And especially with you saying it was a really troublesome time, there probably is multiple beliefs that are tied to that time period. So I guess my instruction to you is be open and allowing for the information to come to you. I had one client who things would come to her in the couple days after a session when she was doing dishes. And so she'd drop me an email and say, hey, you know about that unsupported or a negative belief or something like that? She would say, that was at this time, and this is what happened, and this is why it got trapped. So my instruction to you, just be open and see if it does come to you at a later date. Okay? All right, so let's do our next healing pulse. So think about where you want to receive the energy. If you want to do in the same place as you did the first one, that is great. If you want to pick a new place, if you decide you just want to send it to your heart, that is fabulous too. And so I want you to rub your hands together, place them exactly where you want to receive the energy, and just be open and allowing as I start sending energy. And for those of you who enjoy adding breath to the energy, so imagine that with each breath in, it goes a little deeper, so you want to do a long breath in and pause. This is the box breath. And then when you can't hold it in any longer, release it and then pause. So in and pause, out and pause. So just imagine that energy going exactly to where it needs to go. Okay, so that was healing pulse number 2. Let me know how you did. And we will get started right away with looking for negative trapped emotions relating to what you want to work on. And so I'm going to start with Joanne again. All right, so Joanne, we're looking for any negative emotions that are contributing to you feeling resentment. Let's see what that is. So I'm going to go to my little list. Well, it's not quite so little. It's got like 400 negative emotions on it. So let's see. Good, Joanna. Very good sign that you are experiencing the energy and the healing, making room for the healing with the yawning. One of these days, I'm going to probably ask you to do pictures of you guys yawning, because that's just funny. Oh, I'm sorry, Donna. So we are working on negative emotions. And so let me know what you want to work on. Joanne, worried. Let's get an age on that. Good, Sissy. Love to hear that. Yeah, we've been having a few technical difficulties, although I had hoped that everything was back to the way it should be, Donna. So sorry about that. Round age 26, Joanne. So let's go ahead and release that. Having that makes you, well, it's easier for you to worry when you have multiple of being worried in your past. Maybe that's a sign, Valerie, you need to rest. Hopefully you can make it till the end, okay? How is your hips and your joints though, Valerie? So maybe the next healing pulse, we need to do energy, or let me know what your pain level is. All right, so Anne-Marie, you are next. And I'm gonna, Anne-Marie, you've got your two things. Let's just see. We're gonna work on physical energy for you. Mixed up. Let me get an age on that. "16, Anne-Marie. I think that's a pretty common mixed up age. And it sounds like it might go a little bit with the negative belief that you had too. Yes, hopefully. I'm glad your hips are feeling better. So I'm going to get to you in a couple people. Let me know if you would rather work on energy versus your hips and joints. So Paula, you are next. Paula's working on being overwhelmed. Mocked, Paula. Let's get an age on that. 26, Paula. So let's release that. So it did release, and the voids have been filled. Valerie, I'm up to you. Do you want to work on your hips, or do you want to work on the energy, feeling more energy? Good, sissy. Glad you're yawning. Like to hear that. Or maybe we should work on sleep for you. A good sleep. You are welcome, Paula. All right, so Valerie, we're going to change your reinforce, focus, and energy. So Donna, if you're still out there, let me know what you want to work on. Resentful, Valerie. Let's get an age. All right, Donna, so you're going to go after Sissy. Just a moment, Anne-Marie. Let me finish up with Valerie, and then I will look back at which one yours was. "28, Valerie, resentful." So let's release that. So that did release. So Anne-Marie, I get mixed up around age 16. So, plus or minus a year. So it could have been 15, 16, 17, somewhere in there. So let's go ahead and release. Okay, so Valerie is done. Sissy wants to work on energy too. Misused. Let's see what age that was. Age 12, Sissy. Let's get rid of that. That's not helpful. So that did release. You are very welcome, Anne-Marie. And the voids have been filled. Donna is also working on energy, so let's see what comes up. This is one, I think this is the first time I've gotten it, and it's hardened. So when I think about what would that, so maybe it's a situation that sort of hardened you to a certain event or facet of your life. So let's see what age that was and if there's something that rings true to you. You are very welcome, Valerie. $14, Donna. So plus or minus a year, so 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there. So let's go ahead and release that because that's playing a role. It's holding you back. Okay, I'm getting that released and the voids have been filled. All right, Dave is next. So Dave is working on connecting even deeper with his higher self. Let's see if he's got a negative emotion that's playing a role. He does. Intimidated. Let's get an age on that for you, Dave. Oh, I'm sorry, Sissy. On my end, there's actually a pretty decent connection. So just one moment, let me get an age for Dave. $18, Dave. Intimidated. So let's release that. Okay, so that did release. All right, so Sissy, you had misused around age 12. And I did get that to release. All right, so Joan is next. Joan's working on trusting the universe. That's a good one. Good, Dave. I'm glad that resonates. Joan, misunderstood. Let's get an age on that. $16, Joan. So let's get rid of that. So that did release. Super. So we are going to do our next healing pulse in a moment, but now I'm going to do my commercial, which I sometimes skip. So I don't think I've really told anybody. I have a new healing tool. And this is it. It's called iTerra-Care. It's a terahertz therapy wand. And when I turned it on, It sounds like a blow dryer, which I really don't like, but it's got a cool setting and it's got a warm setting, and then it's got like an LED light. But the testimonials for this have been pretty amazing. Now I've tried it on me. Unfortunately, so far I don't notice it, but one of the testimonials that somebody did was they had two plants, and one, they used this to send healing energy to their water. So they only used the wanded water on one of the plants, and the other plant they just used tap water like they usually do. And there was such a difference in the plants. And then the pictures for the testimonial, there were some people with Bell's palsy, and it really helped. The before and after was amazing. There were some skin issues. There's a lot of different things that this can do. And when I got it, I had just planned on using it on me and my pets if they would allow it. Now, Dexter, he is really curious. He'll get close, but the sound sort of freaks him out. But there's something about it that he really wants to get close. And he's got some pain issues, so I think that might help him. So I've gotten to be able to work on him a little bit. Now, Duncan does not want to get close to it at all just because of the sound issues. But a friend of mine in the UK has been using hers from a distance, which I really didn't think it would work. But she's been having some amazing results. So I have actually opened up my calendar to do some self-scheduling, and I'm offering free sessions, and I'm thinking it's going to be just a pretty short thing, maybe a 15-minute session. And so if you want to sign up, I've opened my schedule up on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Pick whatever time's available, and then we will connect with either Facebook video message, or I can send you a Zoom link. If you would rather not do a Tuesday or Wednesday, usually those are the days I'm most free, let me know, and we will do this, and we'll just try it out. But basically, I want you to think about where you'd want to use it. And in my description on my Facebook page, I've got a little bit about more what this can do. Oh, and Dave's got some. Interesting. Yeah, so the one, it was a little expensive, but compared to this thing, this was really expensive. When I compare the difference in cost, this was much more affordable. Unfortunately, both these items are multi-level marketing kind of things. But, again, I had bought this just for me and the pets. So if this can help people from a distance, I will gladly add that to my sessions. But I want to try it out on you guys and see, because I know you'll give me honest feedback on if you notice a difference. So that's my little commercial. So let's next do our third healing pulse of the night. So I want you to rub your hands together and place them exactly where you want to receive the energy. And just breathe that energy in. And if you don't really have a place that you want to receive it, I suggest sending it to your heart. And just breathe in that healing. I have a teacher who had said, the deeper the breathing, the deeper the healing. It is on my Facebook page. There's a Facebook scheduling button on the business page. So it's Summer Avalon Healing Arts. And if you have not liked my page there, I would suggest doing that, because I'll show up on your feed. Not a lot, but there's more of a chance I'll show up. But if you're not, you can also, on my personal page, the Summer Avalon page, under where I work, there's a link to Summer Avalon Healing Arts. Click on it there. And then there's a book now button, but if it doesn't work, which sometimes technology doesn't, just drop me a message. So just breathe in that energy. Open and allowing. I just had an idea about something we can do for the full moon. Let me just see if I can find something though. Okay. So I found something we're probably going to go over. So hopefully that is okay. All right, but if not, you can come back and get it on the recording. All right, so that was our third healing pulse of the night. Next, we are going to work on your positive word, which, as I say almost every week, this is my favorite part. Let me get where that is. All right. So let's see. Joanne, you are next. So Marina's missing. She has been getting some good ones lately, so I might have to just send her one. Ooh, Joanne, invigorated. Cool. That is a great spring word. So let's reinforce that. Very nice. Okay. Anne Marie, you are next. And at the end, I'll question you and see if you borrowed any of the other words that came up for other people, because there's some really good words here. So let's see. Respectful. Not quite as fun, but that's not a bad one. So let's reinforce respectful. Good for you, Valerie. So, and if any of you missed the week where I told you and showed you how to reinforce, let me know and we'll just go through that quickly because it's a fairly easy process. All right, Paula, you are next. Unbiased. Again, not so fun, but I wonder if this has to do with work stuff. Just because if you change your thoughts, maybe it wouldn't be so overwhelming. Maybe. Just a thought. But let's reinforce this just because. So it did get reinforced. Valerie, you are next. Flip the page. Flexible. Well, that would be good after your hip and joint issue. So let's reinforce that. So it did reinforce. Sissy, you are next. And then Donna. Ooh, invigorated. That's especially with you wanting energy, Sissy. That's a nice one. So let's reinforce that. Yes, it is, Valerie. Definitely a nice one, Joanne. Okay. All right. So let's see, Donna. Let's see what comes up for you. Let me switch pages. Trusting, Donna. So let's reinforce that. So that did get reinforced. If anyone has come in and isn't on the list and you'd want a positive word, let me know. As I said, this is my favorite part. Okay, so Donna got trusting. Dave, you are next. And then Joan. All right. Vital. That's a nice one. All right, so let's reinforce Dave being vital. I imagine there's some people that are going to like that word, Dave, and they're going to borrow that too, because that is a nice word. All right, Joan, let's see what yours is. Resolute. So let's reinforce that. I'm just reading Paula's message. Wow, Paula, that is great. Nice. So you're coming very efficient. All right, so you are welcome, Joan. So I think let's do the aura strengthening. And then for those of you who want, you can stay and we're going to do a full moon meditation. I'm kidding, it takes 12 minutes. And another little announcement. So I've decided I need to start being more mindful. And so I'm going to start for the next 30 days, and I'm hoping I can do it. I'm going to start doing a meditation video every day that I'm going to post, because if I have to do that, I will actually be mindful and meditate. Yes, 30 days. Crazy, huh? But I think you guys got to hold me accountable, because yeah, I'm not a meditator. So, but I paid for a service so I can access lots of really cool topic meditations, and that I don't have to worry about copyrights. But the cool thing is, once I have them, and I can tweak them and make them my own. So that's very cool. Yes, so I'll probably post most mornings, or I might do a whole bunch and then schedule them out, but my goal is to at least have something out every morning. Sorry about that, Sissy, but I'm glad you were able to attend at least this part of it. All right, so let's do the aura strengthening. So as many of you regulars know, and for those of you who are not regular, the aura strengthening is an amazing tool. And most importantly, in these times of duress and stress, it helps repel negativity. And so what we're going to do is you can either use the healing pulse energy to add to your frequencies, or as I always encourage you to work with your own energies and get to experience what they feel like and use that to strengthen your aura. And so to start, you're going to start the same way by rubbing your hands together. And if you decide you want to use the energies of the healing pulse, it's all about attention. So just allow the energy to flow through. And also during this aura strengthening, I will also give you a week's worth of healing pulses to go. Basically, to use them, you just rub your hands together and call in the healing pulse energy. Okay? All right, so one of these days, I think I want to get other people on camera when you're doing your aura. Because I always go like this, but I think there's probably people that do this too, right? Or they do close, or do you do up? So, all right. So I'm starting to send the energy now. So just imagine that the energy is flowing out your hands and it's expanding and strengthening your aura, making it more of a protective barrier. And especially if you've got a meeting or you've got an activity where there's maybe not some pleasant people or pleasant events, imagine your aura also has some reflectivity in it, so that if anyone is spewing any negativity, it also bounces back and returns to them. So I want you to just breathe in that energy and sort of getting a feeling of power and protection as you're doing this. Okay, so that was the aura strengthening. Just hold on here. I'm just writing down what we do every week, just so that I know for next week. All right, so for those of you who want to do the full moon meditation, let me pull up this thing. All right, so let me just see. What time is the full moon? Ooh, it's called the worm moon. Interesting. Okay, this says it takes like 12 minutes. Okay, let me just see when the official moon is. 3:18 a.m. tomorrow. So it's actually like late tonight, and that's Eastern time. All right, so that's its peak. All right, interesting. Okay, everybody ready? You are so welcome, Anne Marie. Thank you for stopping by, Dave. Very nice to have you here. Okay. All right, so get comfortable. I know for some of you, I will not see you after this because you will be sleeping, because that's just how it is, right? All right, so part of this, it wants you to find a location where you can see the moon while lying down, if you can. So that's just a suggestion. Okay. All right, let's get started. So this is the full moon meditation. Welcome to this full moon meditation. This session can be done at any time you wish, even under the full moon itself. If the moon is not full, simply imagine it is so. First, if the moon is full tonight, find a location where you can see the moon while lying down if you can. Allowing its moonlight to grace your skin would be even better. The true period of the full moon is 5 days. The day the moon is at its fullest, the 2 days prior, and the 2 days following. The crisp moonlight is something that is said to cleanse the skin and detox the earth. See if you notice this effect from the moon rays whenever you feel them. Make sure you're in a nice, comfortable position and you will not be disturbed by anyone or anything for the duration of this session. So begin to take a long, slow, deep breath in, breathing out and relaxing. You may want to close your eyes. Know that whatever you feel during this session is okay for you. So just allow yourself to experience whatever comes or whatever doesn't. When the moon is full, it is in perfect alignment with the sun, so that it is reflecting a filtered light towards you and the earth below. Many cultures across all times believe that the full moon each month cleanses all that it touches. So if you have crystals, that is one way of cleansing your crystals, is put them out in the moonlight. Allow yourself to become cleansed today, removing any old, stuck, negative energies, becoming fresh and renewed for the new month ahead. Begin to breathe deeply once more. The slower you inhale, the more fully you can breathe. The slower you exhale, the more relaxed you become. Inhale, cleansing energy. Exhale, relaxing. Inhale, feel the full moon beaming above you. Exhale, relax. Inhale, imagine the moon round and full. Exhale, relaxing. Inhale, see the moon shining so brightly that it is almost hard to look at. Exhale, into deeper relaxation. The rays of the moon are beginning to cleanse you, starting on the surface of your skin. Feeling how impurities and toxins are slowly moving, becoming loose and flowing. The moon is high above you, but it feels so close. Your skin is being cleansed by the moonlight, dropping all thoughts of your personal problems now. Feel these worries and concerns melting away under the moonlight. Each troublesome thought that arises about your life or your day, give it away to the moonlight. Feel the moon gladly taking your troubles away. Use this moment of opportunity under the full moon to let go completely. Your mind is easily clearing out old ways of thinking. This is a magical evening. Enjoy this cleansing process. Feel your body renewing in the full moon. Each tiny cell is in the full process of regeneration. You can feel the old cells being shed, opening space for new cells to flourish. Now allow yourself to release any and all obstacles that have stood in your way. Now is the opportunity under the full moon to let go of any hindrances that have become trapped in your own nature. Feel yourself finally breaking through anything that has held you back. All barriers that you couldn't see before are crumbling to the ground. Imagine the moon shining so brightly above you. Allow for it to open you up on all levels of your awareness. Feeling any stagnant energy becoming unstuck. Now you are beginning to see. A new vision is coming through. A vision that was once lost. This newfound vision is greater than anything you have ever seen before. What do you see in your pure vision? Do you see yourself accomplishing great things? Perhaps you are wealthy, healthy, and vibrant. We'll add wealthy to that too. Making amazing advancements in your career. Having meaningful connections with people who believe in you. Let the magic of the moonlight fill you with new ideas towards a better life. You deserve to let go of the old in order to usher in the new. Now you may open your eyes and gaze up at the moonlight, or at least imagine it is there. See the moon and its giving nature. You have been blessed with this cleansing session. The full moon will return for you next month, ready to take away all that holds you back. Breathe in deeply one last time, feeling like a new version of yourself, and open your eyes. Okay, and on that note, I am going to let you go. So I hope everyone has a good week. If you have any trouble scheduling for the iTerra Care Wand, let me know. As I said, it's just going to be sort of a quick little thing, but think about if there's something you want to work on. You can read the description. Oh, and I put a link to the guy that he has a lot of testimonials on his website. He's got like 30 and 45 minutes of different people doing testimonials. You are very welcome, Donna. Oh, and there's Marina. Marina, I was wondering where you were. I wonder, so we had daylight savings time last week, Saturday. I wonder if you did not have daylight savings. I guess I thought it was like a worldwide event that people do it Maybe not, huh? Maybe that's just the US pick 13th. So I'm sorry. So I'm going to have you, Marina, I'm going to have you do the replay, um, which will be posted soon. And so currently it's 8:16 here. So yes. So in Austria, do they do daylight savings time? Shoot. Shoot. So next Thursday, an hour earlier, okay? Or no, an hour later. Yes. So I've got a new little tool. So watch the replay about it, because I'm doing some free mini sessions. So I think you might get a kick out of this. I never quite know. So anyways, I hope everyone has a great week. Oh, next Saturday. Okay, well then we'll be off for our times will be different for another week, and then we'll get back on sort of the same schedule again. So I'll message you a few things, okay? All right, I hope everyone had a good night and enjoy the full moon. Bye.